right, so this is going to be discussion number 2. For my argument, I have a feeling I probably chose something that is going to be pretty common. It's pretty big right now, and that is going to be the topic of politics, Donald Trump, and the wall. The government shutdown, it rages on, set a record recently, and so Donald Trump and his administration, they're all really pushing for the funding to go through for this wall. And the argument I found that I kind of wanted to highlight involves Donald Trump and Mike Pence at times, and they make a few claims, premises, if you will, about why said wall needs to be built and why they need that funding so badly. And a couple of the things they chose to speak about were, one, terrorists and illegal immigrants are just flooding in. Drugs, Mexico, kind of go hand in hand. And so really want to control the drug flow and reduce it as much as they can. And lastly, just a more generalized statement about the overall crime rate. And these three coupled together are really why they're pushing so strongly for this wall. And so in conclusion, they want the wall to be built. And after analyzing this argument, I thought it was kind of funny. After listening to you make the reference with the sophists and the politicians and kind of how that worked traditionally in the past, how they want to do things and what they'll say or do to kind of sway the argument or the situation in their favor. I kind of noticed that here after some claims number-wise about the number of actual immigrants coming into the country or terrorists and where drugs actually come into the country. Their statements or their concerns, the way they voice them, they don't carry nearly as much weight after those new numbers came out and people actually did some digging to call their bluff. And so I just thought that it was interesting related to the sophists and the politicians, like I said, and what they'll say to push the argument in their favor. The claims they use in their argument, they're definitely not very valid, clearly, especially after all these different reports came out fact-checking them. But the plausibility of their claims and their argument, it's actually pretty strong. It's impossible to know what would actually happen or how things would turn out, what kind of massive snowball effect. And so that's kind of where I fell with this. And just to quickly show this off. So I have the 3 claims here, and these are all numbered 1 through 3. And at the bottom, I have my little tree. I decided to go with your way. I didn't have an implicit claim that I could think of or that it would work out in that way. But here is my diagram, and that is discussion number 2. Thank you.